Hi guys, hope you're all well. I've shifted the platform to Leetcode because HackerRank was being really annoying and I was just not feeling it anymore. I will not give up on HackerRank. Hopefully they improve, as you can see by my open tabs. Yeah, HackerRank was insanely slow for some reason. I don't know. I searched Reddit and they were also reporting similar issues that HackerRank was being extremely slow. Hopefully they fix it because I saw a nice collection of questions to do, and it's kind of throwing yeah, it's kind of annoying to change plans abruptly. But yeah, I found some questions on Leetcode and it seemed pretty cool. Like it's the same concept. You do questions and then you pass all the test cases and you get the yeah, you see how you did. And for from now on, I'm thinking of I will read the questions beforehand because I seem to be stalling a little bit and that is consuming like video time and it's not going to be useful for you. You're watching the video to find the answers and learn from it. So I will try to guide you through the thought process that I went through when I was doing the question so that it doesn't waste too much of your time. So today I thought I might do this question, which is longest common prefix. So okay, let's just read the question together. Write a function to find the longest common prefix string amongst an array of strings. If there's no common prefix, return an empty string. So yep, input string and output is the longest common prefix. So in this case, the most common one is FL because FL is in all of them. So you can kind of get an idea of where I'm going with this. Okay, maybe not. The idea is that we need to scan each one, which might seem like a very time consuming process. And they did say that each word can be 200 and there can be there can be 200 words and each word can be of length 200. So in the worst case scenario, we're expecting 200 times 200 in terms of the passing length, which is insanely long and it'll be computationally very slow. So we need to find a way to do this efficiently and properly. So let's try to first do the high level objective, which is to find a way to pass through each string. So for that, I'm just going to do a simple for loop to run through all of them. So in this case, yeah, for before that, let's try out print strs to see what is the input that I'm getting. It won't be yeah, it'll definitely be wrong. But basically, when we print strs, in our standout result is whatever that is coming in, which is this. So okay, nothing unexpected. Let's just delete all of this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I need to find a way to loop through the entire thing. So for I in strs, this would allow me to loop through the entire list of words. But what I need to do is I need to scan each word. So basically what I'm trying to do now is I'm going to scan, let's say I'm choosing flower as my main key item. And I'm going to use that as my test sample because if it is not in this, then I can just return whatever. Like I'm basically going to go through each element in flower. So F is F in the rest. Okay, let's go to the next one. Is L in the next? Then let's go to the next one. Is O in the next? Yes, but no. If once I see a no, I'm just going to return the final answer already because that would be the minimum common prefix. Because once the minute I see a no, I know that there's no need to look at the rest already. I can just terminate the program. I don't need to run for the rest of the, I don't need to run through the other 200 times 200 combinations. So that is the trick that I can see now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose my first subject as the first item as my first subject as my only subject to pass through to find the common prefix. So for I in strs, I'm going to go through the rest of the strings now. for J in STRS. Let's see, for I in range. So in the event I want to handle something as index instead of a letter, I can do something like this. So range length, the length of this item, would give me a way to keep I as a numerical value instead of like FLO something something. This allows me to control the system a bit better. So let's continue. It's okay if you're not getting it for now. I will explain my code in a short while. For J in STRS, if J I is not equal to, sorry, it's not equal to STRS the first element, the first item in STRS, the ith index in STRS. Sorry if it's all getting a bit too complex. It'll make sense in a while, in a short while. So what I'm doing is I'm getting each element out first. So this will start from the second element onwards. So let's say I have this list over here. I'm isolating flower to be over here for I in range len STRS 0. So I'm getting each element. So I will first be F, then L, then O, then W, then E, then R. So for each one, let's say F is the first item. For J in STRS 1 colon, that means I'm isolating this now. So J would be first F flow, then it will be flight. So if flow first in the first item in the first index, so F, the first index of J and the first index of the target item, if they are not the same, I can just return. I can break the return, basically breaks all the for loops, and I can return saying str s0 all the way to I, because I is where it failed. So one before I would be where we need to stop. So yeah, that would be that. And next up, if none of it, let's say the first one, like in this case, FL is our first case. That means it will go through the whole thing already. Like it doesn't fail at any case. We can just return the first item in its entirety. Now, if I run this, I will run into a different issue later on, which is, let's submit this now. I got accepted over here, but I'll get an error over here. So the issue that they're raising is the string is outside the range. So what does it mean? Like in this case, flow versus flower. Let's say if only these two are present, like flower and flow were the only two things present, and flower is the first item inside. I will keep going as long as there's items inside flower. So I will go to E, and then I'll try to find the E's index, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth index of flow doesn't exist. So when I try to do that over here, I will get an error. And hence it will fail the code, and then it will return some error like this runtime error or something. So to solve this, what I can do is any error that I'm going to get, I'm just going to put a blanket error handling method, which is not really good practice, but it will do the job just fine for now. If I find any kind of error in the thing, it means that I need to revert back to my next best, my previous correct solution, which is this. This would get me the previous best solution, which would be like let's ignore flight for now. My previous best would be flow. So it'll just return flow in the case where it's just flower and flow. So now I believe this code will work fine. So let's run it. And I'll submit this. And yep, success. So I'm 55 millisecond faster. Okay, that's not a lot. That's not that fast. But my memory usage is really low, less than 99% of the online submissions. Okay, let's rewind and recap a little bit. What I'm basically doing is I'm finding a way to streamline the process such that I break the loop preliminarily. As soon as I find the winning condition, I immediately exit the loop. That's the first trick that we learn. The second trick that we learn is we can sometimes make use of error handling to deal with this like runtime error kind of situations, which would be harder to like try to find the specific, like it's not that much harder, but I would have to consider the case whereby if the ith index is present, etc., etc. If I just do a blanket error capturing and I know that it'll work for most cases, I can just try that and I'll get a much faster solution at an earlier pace. So yeah, that is my solution for this question, which is longest common prefix. And as you can see, the questions are a bit harder in this page. And yeah, if you would like me to try something simpler, I'm all in. And if you want me to try a specific question, I'm game for that as well. So yeah, leave it in the comments and let me know how you think of how you feel about the video. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace. Bye.